As you could hear in this Don Quixote suite that we played, Telemann was a very light and playful composer. And for that reason, he was actually more popular and successful than Bach in the 18th century. In fact, Telemann was praised for not composing like Bach. While it may not have helped Bach's career that he had such a temper, we know that he once drew a sword on a bassoonist. You never can trust bassoonists anyway, but... And then he was reprimanded for participating in a street brawl with his choir boys. So, nevertheless, we in Apollo's Fire love to play Bach, and we turn now to the great Brandenburg Concerto No. 4. In this piece, Bach shows us how music can dance in the first movement. The second movement is a poetic conversation between the soloists and the orchestra. And then in the third movement, we see that a fugue can be sheer fun. So let's welcome our soloists. Thank you. We think that Bach was inspired to compose Brandenburg Concerto No. 5 when he received a fancy new two-manual harpsichord from Berlin. It was much like this one here. And so in this piece, you can hear him experimenting with how to feature the harpsichord in an orchestra, something which had never been done before. The piece begins seeming to be merely a concerto for violin and flute, and the harpsichord in its traditionally subservient role. And then the harpsichord begins playing melodies. This was a new thing, in dialogue with the flute and the violin. And then later on, the harpsichord simply goes crazy, playing mad scales up and down the keyboard with no concern for anyone else. This is where you can hear Bach, the one who, was reprimanded for participating in the street brawl. And then finally, everyone drops out and the harpsichord plays alone for a very long time. I just wanted to prepare you for it, but hang in there. The other instruments do return and it's worth waiting for them. Brandenburg 5.